Alright. I'm gonna ask you 3 simple questions and you can answer however you like. If you want to tell us, how'd
Okay, the first time I ever met Rosy was is ever since I started joining this community, which was which is amazingly the TDF server of all things. It was around the same time I first started, so keep in mind, Rosy was literally the first ever person I became friends with. He was literally my introduction. A brilliant one, I know.
Hmm.
Anyway, I met.
Okay.
So anyway, it was kind of odd the way I met and became friends with him anyway. I said this to a few people of mine before here. He kind of lured me into being friends with him because he could have I think he knew by my profile picture or by my old one, and the thing was that he kind of already knew I was. He kind of just automatically changed his profile to, and then basically just lured, and it felt like he lured me to being his friend,
Alrighty.
which looking back was pretty damn depressing, not gonna lie.
What were the issues that happened between you and Rosy?
Well, keep in mind, whenever the first time I joined, my mind was very, very gullible. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure Rosie already knew that.
Alrighty.
And to be honest here, very, it was very, cringeworthy to look back. The thing was, the fact whenever I knew the red flags were there and all the things he said, but whenever or going for whenever being friends with him for literally half a year, I kind of thought those red flags and the way he interacted with other people was just normal. And and looking back, whenever the way I was actually influenced by the way he speaks and all the things he did say. So whenever I was actually that my mind was gobbled to actually follow along with him the way he acts.
Okay. Let's say Rosy was watching this right now. What would you say?
Literally just the most usual thing anyone would say. Just going literally just ask him, just telling him to go seek literal mental help, go to an institute, and if you manage to survive that, just go and just get a normal fucking life.
Hmm.
Just, like, just go outside, absorb the fucking sunlight as the literal basement dweller he is, and just get an actual life if by the time he seeks help.
All right. I'll ask you three simple questions, and you can answer them however you like.
Okay.
How did you first met Rosy?
Well, I first met Rosie from Dark Yara server, and I think that's all I know at the moment.
Okay. Were there any issues that happened between you and Rosy?
So, not exactly. The I always thought Rosie was like a chill guy. Like I thought he was like super chill, but I actually never thought that knew that he was like a pedophile. Like because I do sometimes recall that like I get really worked up over some little things during the time he was in Dark Yara server. I can't really recall what he says, but he just sometimes gets like really like annoyed or really upset over the littlest things, and he just tends to go back and forth to other users.
Righty. Anything else that he done to you or anyone else?
Mm, um, that's a very good question. I honestly don't know because like I never really paid attention to what he does, but the only thing I've been noticing before is when he just tends to like get upset over the stupidest things, and which kind of just irritates me that something that isn't even a big deal, he makes a big deal. So that kind of did irritate me at one point.
Okay. Let's say Rosie is watching this video right now. What would you say to him?
Actually, this is gonna like hard. Um, I would kind of pretty much tell him that sometimes Now, what he did before, he shouldn't really have done that in the beginning, and it's kind of not fair that I really never knew that the guy that I actually thought we could be, the guy that I thought we were actually close, happens to be a pedo, and I don't really like that because it really shocks me that hearing something like this to Rosy, since clearly changing your name is gonna make everything go away. But no, I thought that he do something stupid, and I kind of would say I don't really like what he does. Like he kind of makes me feel uncomfortable, and I wish for him to think about it what we do in real life, not just Discord.
Yeah.
Right. Is that all you had to say?
One more thing,
Alrighty.
I would suggest for you, Rosie or Tetra, whatever you want. I suggest you should just stay off the internet for a little while and maybe think of this and probably just turn yourself around.
Alrighty. I'll ask you 3 simple questions, and you can answer them however you like.
Gotcha.
If you want to tell us how you first met Rosy.
How I first met him,
Mhm.
he just kind of appeared out of nowhere in the Team Downfall server, like the community one.
Ah.
I don't think we ever got along at all during the start. It's
Okay.
been a long rivalry.
Oh, really? So, what were the issues that happened between you two?
The issues,
Yeah.
um,
Like, was there any bad issues that happened between you two when you guys like first met, or like later on?
well, it was more so later on, but I know we had some bad blood from the start.
Oh, how
Uh,
so?
well, we just didn't get along at all, collided a lot.
Ah.
But the first incident rose up when he, God, it's foggy. There was some drama or whatever, not even drama, but I was posting an image over and over again on some guy's server. And he kept deleting it, and it was like resolved in like 5 minutes. And then Rosie decided to bring it up and try to start shit in the general chat. I just told him to move it somewhere else, but he didn't, and that caused me to get mad. And yeah, I could have controlled myself better, but I did freak out at him in a different chat, the timeout chat, or what's left of it now.
Oh, wow.
And then after that, he like whined to an admin, and that's what got me demoted. But whatever.
Oh, wow. That sucks.
Yeah. And then
Um.
after that, it was just a bunch of small stuff, but not really important because I can't even remember it.
Alrighty. Um. Let's say Rosie's watching this right now. What would you say to him?
Um, I was right to think you were bad at the start because that's exactly what turned out to be true in the end, and I wish people would have seen that sooner. At the same time, I'd have some
Uh. Right.
totally winged that, but yeah.